showtime! Welcome back to your only weekly video fantasy football podcast. It's a half kitchen. Oh boy, week 8 is in the books. I tell you what, folks, and it was quite a doozy. Let's get right on down to it. I tell you what. Oh boy, it is good to be back. It's good to see you. It's good to see you here. It is Wednesday night. Waivers are in the books. Week 8's in the books. We're off to week 9. You'll probably get this about Thursday morning, right before the game. Meaning on time. True. Anyway, I digress. While I look for this, I'll do a little pump-up music for you here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you hear that? Oh, yeah, we're moving on. Oh, yeah, that crowd noise. Oh, boy, it's hot. Oh, man, it's hot. Anyway, folks... We move on to this week's Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Your Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl featured the Bazooka Sharks. The Zooks. The Zooks are going to the Hall. That's for you there, Tom. Versus Rolling Up Big Doinks. And Rolling Up Big Doinks came out on top. Crushed the Zooks. 174.46. Whew, this little dog costume's a little hot there. We're about one. We're about one day from Halloween there. You kissed my ass. Anyway, as I was saying, 174.46. Oh boy. To 146.44. This week's player of the game was, of course, A.J. Brown. I'm so sick of A.J. Brown. Oh, boy, with 37.50. Fuck A.J. Brown. Son bitch. God damn mammy jammer. Tell you what now, you come to my house. Eyeball my woman. Anyway, on the losing side, Justin Herbert had 33. The real story here, Darren Waller got hurt and picked up old McBride at 28. If old Bazooka Sharks start McBride, they win the game. Other than that, they had 8 from Foreman and 8 from the kicker and 6 from Cup and 8 from Puka. So that's going to hurt. We got on the winning side here, was pretty lackluster except for 34 points on Monday Night Football from Detroit's D there. And this week's Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, it's in the books, folks. Probably shouldn't use the Tony Tiger Sun Bowl so quick, but this game really isn't that great either. I gotta say, we're gonna call this week's Dumpster Fire Bowl, folks. It's the Dumpster Fire Bowl for records And for overall point totals, these two individuals would have been beaten by most others, not named the Bazooka Sharks. I believe the Bazooka Sharks might have beaten Max Mahomey besides the point. But either way, let the boy watch. Tommy's got him deep down in his plums. And he wants the boy to watch this one. You let the boy watch this whooping over Max Mahomey. Ho, boy, 160.80 to 145.88. The real story here, folks, is Patrick Mahomes with 944. That's bad. Oh, boy. This week's player of the game in this week's Dumpster Fire Bowl. Let's see here. It's Jalen Waddle. Ooh, is my little dog hat still on there? Ho, 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 ho. Had to do it once now. Ho, ho. Old Tommy's a hound dog now. He's a hound dog now. Old Max Mahomey couldn't scare a dog off a meat wagon now. Yeah, this week's player of the game is Jalen Waddle now, and that's a lie because it was Jacksonville's D on the losing side. Not too much on that bottom half there. Max Mahomey had old big cock. Old TJ Hawkinson with 23. I wonder if he'll do that later. It's there. With old what's his name hurt. This week's Dumpster Fire Bowl, it's pretty cut and dry. It's pretty cut and dry. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. We move on to the next game here. We move on to the Liquor Store Hot Dog Bowl. Everybody's favorite, the Liquor Store Hot Dog Bowl. Oh, boy, we have Uncle Kenny versus the return of the king. The king has returned. And he didn't really factor into this one, that old king guy here. Uncle Lenny lost 196.64. Don't forget the 0.64 to 238.88. Return of the king, dude. John ain't no bitch, bro. He went out there. He found some fucking points again. I'm proud of you, John. You keep on keeping on. With this week's player of the game, Jalen, ouch, that hurts, with 42.86. That's not even true. On the losing side, Gibbs, old Jamar Gibbs with 43.60. This game wasn't very close. John had it in the books. But old Gibbs, he wasn't done. Old Gibbs, he went out there and he put on a show on Monday nights. I tell you what, Raheem Mostert got hurt. Danny's struggling a little bit there. Gerald Edwards there, 13. It's Bourne. 26 from old King Henry there. 29 from Jamari Chase. Yeah, you were high-speed Chase. You didn't even trade Chase, so you changed your name to Return of the King. I mean, how cool is Chase if you're just going to change your name on the fly? This week's Liquor Store Hot Dog Bowl, a little lackluster. It didn't leave a whole lot to salvage, There wasn't a lot there to enjoy, except if you were John, I guess. Well, everybody should know what time it is. It's time for this week's beer break. I love these. Cushion there. Oh, welcome back to your only weekly video fantasy football podcast. It's a half kitchen. I am now drinking the Eliason Punkachino coffee pumpkin ale. And if I'm going to drink a Punkachino, there's only one damn thing I want on. That's my freaking punk jacket. My battle vest. If you don't like the battle vest, well, I don't really care. I don't like you. All right, yeah. Catch bass in this thing. Tell you what, it's hot. It's hot. What am I doing here anyway? Oh, that's right, fantasy football. We got 3 more games, folks. We got this week's... Excuse me, folks. This week's Dinosaur Banana Bowl. The Dinosaur Banana Bowl back for 2 weeks. Couldn't think of anything better. So that's what we're going to do this week's Dinosaur Banana Bowl. As I said, the Punkachino. Oh, it's good. It's good. All right, anyway, as I said, this week's Dinosaur Banana Bowl. So we're good on that game there. We got that game there. Just making sure, folks. Just making sure. Yep. This one has Dinosaur Banana Bowl written all over it, folks. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. We have Diggs in a blanket. Diggs in a blanket. My second least favorite name in this league. Next to rolling up them big doinks. By the way, fuck you, Sean. Here's you starting Gabe Davis right before the game. That's for you, Sean. I forgot earlier. Get a little bit of fucking punk chino in me. And fuck you, Sean. Anyway, as I was saying, excuse me, guys. Calm down. Dinosaur Banana Bowl. Diggs in a blanket. Second least favorite name. As I said, I blame Joe. Versus I blame Joe. You're going to walk in here, Diggs in a blanket, and beat I blame Joe? Good luck, because you did. 187.06. 258.48. You know, I got to start doing Danny's games after the beer break, because the level of intensity is freaking hot right now. I'm feeling it in this week's Dinosaur Banana Bowl. I tell you what, folks, this week's player of the game is on the losing side. And that is the second time, maybe even the third time, I don't remember, that I've said that. Travis Etienne Jr. He's a junior. Imagine how his dad is. Oh, boy. You're still here. I tell you what, folks. Folks. Oh, man. My guess for Diggs in a blanket, Artie Torres to go all the way, is true. And you know, it's looking good, I mean. And you know what? By the way, there was another trade between cousins. Between Kiko freaking Torres, who I'll talk about later in his new whiny baby name. Oh, yeah. And your winner here, Diggs in a blanket. Now, Diggs in a blanket traded away DK Metcalf like he didn't even care. After a bye week for Deebo Samuel. Now, look, you guys in this league, you guys are not known to complain, and I appreciate that. But I'm sure some of you guys thought that trade. You're thinking what? You're thinking, huh? Just know, Artie Torres is the biggest Niner nut hugger you will ever meet, and Kiko freaking Torres. He's just going to do what he does, and this is his last year. And Kiko, if you watch the wrap-up, how about you post it in the comments? Because this is your challenge. You post in the comments, and I'll know you watched the wrap-up. But nobody's going to say anything. We're going to wait for you. All I need you to say is, I heard you, Matt. You suck or something. You know what I mean? But you won't, because you don't watch the wrap-up. Because you're a liar. Challenging you, Kiko. Challenging you. Anyway, I digress, all right? I already talked about the game. Player of the game was Travis Etienne on the losing side. On the winning side, we had Jordan Love with 20 points. That's not crazy. It's full on with Jordan Love. Tyreek Hill, who I should have picked, 34. God, every time He made me come on here. He made me say his big numbers, man. We got Kamara with 33. God, I wish I would have Kamara. Brees Hall with 29. David Njoku, 1970. We had Andrew Matheson with 9. 9. On the losing side, doesn't even really matter. Brad don't care. I don't care. He's Team Jaguar / Bronco, and they're all on bye weeks next week. Good luck, Brad. This week's frickin' what was it again? It was the fucking dinosaur banana. Dinosaur banana. Fucking remembered. Oh boy. Anyway, we move on to this week's Sacramento fucking Mega Bowl, folks. Sacramento, California, Mega Bowl. Sacramento, California, Mega Bowl. Now look, I've only been doing the Sacramento, California Mega Bowl for only a couple weeks. And I tell you what, this week really lived up to it. These two bitches came in here. They came on here like God damn it, they're up in the commode. These guys come in here and they are ready to go, man. These are some corn-fed boys here. We got Flexican Mexican Border Control versus just the two of us. 'Cause we can make it if we try, just the two of us. Winning 234.40 to 218 over Mexican Border Control. Yeah. Yeah, that rhymed. Yeah. Hey, I wanted to do this here, so I'm just going to do it. This is for you, Ronnie. That was fun, because you lost, Ronnie, and I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you more than I don't like Anthony's fantasy team. That's a lot. Anyway, I digress. Tua. Everyone loves this. Tua Tagovailoa with 40.66. Ho, 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 ho. He's a hound dog, tell you what. This week's player of the game, though, was CeeDee Lamb, his career day, with 48.50 on the winning side now. We had 27 from old Mixon there. We had 27 from New York's D. Hell of a pickup, Anthony. Damn, I got to say, you got Raiders D and you got New York. Oh, you got Jets. Okay. Oh, boy, that's cool. Dalton Kincaid on the losing side, 19. 20 from Goodwin. And the Porta Stevenson, he's really been hurting you, man. You got him in the Dynasty League and you got him in this league. Looks like Ronnie was wrong about Ramondre Stevenson. $18 from McLaurin. Drake London got hurt. And 42 from Jared Allen. I love calling him Jared Allen. Don't care. Moving on. We move on to this week's Game of the Week. This week's Game of the Week. It absolutely lived up to the hype. There's no doubt about it. But I wanted to play this for Kiko's team, because listen to Kiko's new name. It wasn't as loud as I wanted it to be. But thanks for the fun. Kiko, get out of town. Thanks for the fun. And this week's player of the game. Game of the Week. Thanks for the fun. Formerly known as Kiko freaking Torres. Versus everybody's least favorite team, Dark Brandon. Nobody likes that guy. Nobody. But this week, he came out on top anyway. 201.92 to 197.22. This week's player of the game, is it seriously on the losing side again? Wow, it is. I gotta watch the video again, but that's like most games. Most of these games, losing side player of the game. Dak Prescott with 44 points. Oh boy, he killed them Ram now. Big Dick, oh, nope. It's DeAndre Hopkins, 3 touchdowns. 47.30, excuse me. And then I said Prescott with the win in there. And then we have 41.42 with Joe Burrow. On the losing side, 10 from Olave, 28 from Barkley. 24 from Lockett. And Brandon left. Boy, Brandon could have won the game, but he didn't start newly required. Is it Javonte Williams? Newly required Javonte Williams. Other than that, folks, we got Mike Evans with 13. We got 16 from Thielen on the winning side. Talked about Hopkins. Kiko even left Shaheed. Oh, shit, excuse me. Javonte was left on the bench, and that was a caveat because Dark Brandon won. Excuse me. Kiko messed up with not playing Raheem Shaheed. He would have won the game had he had not traded for DK Metcalf. You would have won the game because you would have started Raheem Shaheed. So even if you beat me this week in week 9, Kiko, I'm going to remember that you lost this week because you made a backdoor deal with your cousin right before the week to try and acquire DK Metcalf, and you lost. And if that isn't apropos about your season and your last year, then nothing is. And folks, that's how we're going to end this wrap up. I'm going to see if this works and see if she's close. I don't know. I'd like to introduce you to the baby. Meatloaf! Meatloaf! That was the code word, which of course is meatloaf. I believe she is on her way. Excuse me. Just real quick. This is Little Jackson. Little Jackson, Robert Connor. Say hello, buddy. Say hello.
Thank you, baby.
Anyway, folks, I digress here. Here we go. On to week 9 now. Bitches.